From this session onwards, we're going to focus our attention on this formulas tab in the Excel ribbon over here. And from our previous discussions, we have learnt about all sorts of popular formula that go along in Excel. And from this session onwards, we're going to discuss about some more tricks and tips about using these formulas in the most efficient way. Let's look at a very simple application of the sum formula that we have had learned in the previous sessions, and try to add up the sales of computer across four different cities in India. And to do something like this, we tend to use the sum formula, and we begin with the equal to sign, and we often tend to select the range on which we want to apply the sum formula. The close bracket button and press enter. There you go. Here we have the sum of all the sales of computers across four different cities in India. Now, Excel provides you a much more easier way to reference the range in which you want to apply a formula. Say in this, as in the case, you know that there are four cities across which you are trying to assess the sales of computer. So you know the range is always going to be from B2 to E2 in this. Won't it be good that if we are simply able to refer to this range in the form of a name, just like our name and my name, and say I refer to the whole range as sales cities or something, so that I don't have to every time refer to B2 to E2 a range to create up a formula. So to create something like that, Excel provides you with this menu options over here. It is called the Names Manager under the Define Names portion of this ribbon. And to begin with, first we will need to define up a name. And to define up a name, you need to first click on this Define Name button over here. Clicking on this button, a new pop-up comes up and it asks you about different elements of this name which you're going to refer. Say I want to create up a new name for range, and I name it sales cities. And the next is I can type in a comment whichever I want to. Say I say these are the sales cities, and then comes the biggest of all of them. Which range are you exactly referring to by the name of sales cities? To input that kind of a thing, all you need to do is, already there would be some default value selected over here. You need to overcome this and click on this button over here. Now the whole thing shortens up, and first you need to delete this and then go on to the range in which you want to refer to sales cities itself. Now I want the B2 to E2 range to be named as sales cities. So in this tab you will have like a new thing coming up, and it will be referring to the range of B2 to E2 in this, and it will be preceded by something called basic functions. There's nothing magical about the word basic functions, and it simply refers to the sheet on which you are creating that name itself. Now clicking back on this button, you will have a complete name generated out of all this. And there's one thing out of this tab which we haven't discussed, is that what is the scope of this name. I mean, if you want to use this name across the workbook, you need to let the default value selected over here. But if you want it to be like applicable only to a specific sheet, say the basic functions itself, you can go ahead and click it from the drop box and click OK. But the basis my experience, the best thing is to leave the workbooks selected over here and then press OK. Now you will see, if you click on the name manager portion over here, you will have a whole lot of named coming up over here, and among them you will see are the ones which we have created, and you will have in the S thing as sales cities. It will be referencing to, clicking on this will tell you about what is the values concerning the sales cities. Now you will see that the sales cities, the scope is workbook, and it is referring to a range in your Excel sheet as B2 to E2. Now let's discuss about what is the use of such kind of a formula. Now say I wanted to replicate this sum function over here using a name over here. Now I can go ahead and putting the sum function over here, and instead of selecting up a range which I want to select over here, I can go ahead and use the sales cities itself. So there you go. Pressing enter would give me the same result as it was before. Now this thing is pretty much useful if you have a whole bunch of ranges extending to say 20 or 30 cells, and you don't want to every time go ahead and select all the ranges to perform any mathematical calculations over them. In that case, you can always give that range a name and use it in all sorts of formulas which you want to. So this is all about defining up a name in an Excel sheet. Thank you for watching.